here I am on board the Golden Princess for the trip down to Tasmania and Hobart. As usual, I'm a little uncertain about the whole business, but I'm sure by the time we get back I'll be thinking of making some wanting to go further. Next to us is the Norwegian Star, which of course lost power off that clip trap the other day and was towed in. And we'll just expand that a little and have over at the skyline. I've got lots of warm clothes with me, and if I'm really lucky I won't need any of them. There were hordes and hordes of people in the boarding and security area, more than I've ever seen, but being preferred passenger, I got on very quickly indeed. Now in time is only 1:15. Down the back end of the Golden Princess, coming up to 3 o'clock. Shortly have our safety drill, I would imagine. A few people out there. The breeze is just not strong down there. It's not too bad, considering some of the weather they've been talking about. And past the access to the upstairs bits. Down the bay. We have the Norwegian Star. I think it's just moving out from the pier. You can see from the wake around the pylons there. Probably about 30 or 40 yards out at the moment, and there's a massive amount of water going through those pylons, but they're starting to move forward just a little bit. A little way up from Port Melbourne, St Kilda Marina. And down in the distance the Red Bluffs. I do hope it's a different one to the one I've seen about 8 times, which is alright. As is a theme and tune which I don't particularly care for. And we'll see. day 2. And I don't know where we are actually. That must be Cape Barren Island. Over there, part of the Furno group. It's about 8:30. I don't know if I've woken up. It's pretty well. It's a beautiful day. This is not what we expected. It is fantastic. The sun is out, blue sky. Wow, great. The chilly breeze, but I'm here in Jarvis and it's not cold. And more breakfast following the last photo. This is certainly the place to have dinner with Cape Barren and the rest of the Furno group in the distance. And the sun's shining and there's no one out there. They're all inside in the Horizon Court. And this is by far the nicest place to be. A little bit of breeze, but the sun is keeping us warm. Much better weather than I expected today, so let's hope it continues. Here, very pleasant breakfast. The sun is extremely nice in the Port Sun today. And now way off in the distance, in fact almost out of sight. In fact they are out of sight. Cape Barren Island, the Furno group. And we're just stooging on Found about 10 o'clock, first morning walk. Weather on this side of the boat is not as nice as on my side, but change. There's a little bit of breeze out here, I guess probably 10 to 15. The lighthouse over there, whoops. It's line dancing. You'll notice they are virtually all women. It says very strange about
Yep, together, our turn. There we go. And our last one, well done. Our last one was Honky Tonk Stomp with Dorothy. Yes, and it's a 2-all dance. So remember your clean turn in the middle. So starting with Dorothy. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dorothy, Dorothy. Heels, toes, heel together. Woot, woot. Heel together. Woot, woot. Grapevine. Grapevine. Turn. Grapevine. And grapevine.
Hey, about 10 a.m. I played the trivia by myself. I got 15. I should have got more. Quite pleased with the outcome. And it's about 11. Not many in the pool, as you can see it has done. A few on the start. Quite pleased. Just coming into the entrance to One Glass Bay up ahead. I think it goes around the little islands there in the foreground. Let's see if I can zoom in on them a little bit. And this is the coast of Tasmania. Beautiful, pristine beaches along there. And as you can see, the weather is surprisingly good. Certainly not what we were expecting today. Although the temperature's probably not particularly warm. As you can see, people are in shorts and lightweight shirts. Some have got a jumper and jeans on, but that's because walking around the boat earlier was certainly quite a job. I think those 2 islands there we had a very close look at when we came down here with Julie on the Dawn Princess. Let's see if I can bring it in a little closer.
Wait till the casino was working when I first got there.
There we go.
It was a bit later and it stopped working. Because they said you must be right.
Oops, I slashed off. Call them what you will, big pot of it. So over here they come, over here too. day one. It's been beautiful weather. It's quite warm out of the wind. It's surprising. Sun certainly has quite an impact even over the edge, which is quite cool. So wine glass services today. I got the feeling right around those with Julia. I think we got some close-up shots of them. We actually went through that gap. Looking at the movement there. Going straight through the middle of those this time. Oh, I was in the trivia. And I do have shots of it. It's just spectacular. It's 7 o'clock. Still heading down towards Port Arthur, and there's no one on the deck. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. The sun is out. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening, and there's no one on the deck with the exception of that little bunch down the end who are the smokers. That's all. Don't know what the islands are out there. I don't know. I'll check on maps. In the distance is Maria Island. It's also in the background of a shot taken on the 77 Sydney Hobart, 78 Sydney Hobart, when Jasuma was there. I was on the deck repairing one of the sails that had blown out, and I have that shot in the bedroom at home with Maria Island in the background. I can't believe that's 40 years ago. Extraordinary. How can that be? The island of the dead, I don't know which one. Went out there once, as I recall, after one of the trips. Been in a few times. First time to see it. It was probably a big storm came through. It was days before. Dreadful incident. In any case, we had much to do. Found them just off the bow. I see much of this. Not a lot of seagulls. They must be well fed. I don't know if this is Cape Pillar or not. I thought Cape Pillar was around the corner, but I don't think it's Tasman Island here. And yet I think maybe it is. Isn't that just magnificent, eh? Look at that. I think that probably is Cape Pillar. I recall coming in here about 6 or 7 in the morning on New Year's Day. Just Richard, it's a pillar though. Hobart. Nice bright day at the moment, and no one here. There's no one on the deck but me having brekkie. All crazy.
We're out in the Great Southern Ocean to your right, next bit of land is Antarctica. Not doing too bad today. Usually it's smoking strong wind and big waves blowing up against the shoreline. Sometimes we think they are. 2-3 hour trip. Next one. Right. Yeah. There's 2 boats already left in front of you guys. We leave at 10 o'clock and you guys start up at 10:30. Still that is sport shoot by 90 mate boats, I think. 8 miles away. It drops up to 2 kilometres deep. You can see the lighthouse on top of the island, one of the highest operating lighthouses in Australia. We'll keep on moving. I'll do some zigs and zags, line you up some the other side of the island. Like a flying fox or a zip line. So we'd sail a tall ship out here and drop the anchor, then they'd row a rowboat under the cable, and a basket would come down and they'd pop out of the rowboat into the basket, and then they'd winch themselves up the hill there. 1906 to 1977, this was in operation. Yep. So initially powered by the wind generator, but these days powered with the sun, solar power. Around the corner, there's many, many more still. You're a good boy. One flash every 7.5 seconds will tell you you're passing on. Every other lighthouse has a different sequence of flashes. So if your electronic equipment actually goes down, you just count the flashes on your on the map, and it'll actually tell you where you are. Turning point for Sydney to Hobart yacht race as well. So 550 nautical miles north-northeast near Sydney. Down this coastline down here, round the corner, half a day sailing. They get hold of the rock, settle down, onto the top. When they get to the top, sure they'll be going blue, they won't be going blue, or going up to the top. They pull the rope tight, like you can see up the top of the rope come down. You'll actually see them tightrope walking 8 kilometres of rope, and if they're no good at that, they can hang upside down, and they'll just shimmy across. And that saves them another 2 more climbs. So there was climbers out here yesterday, and they must be coming back or something because the ropes are still up there. It's a specialised knot that they tie. And when they tie the knot, if you give it a flick, it'll undo. But if you put pressure on it, it stays tight. So that's how they get their rope back. So you want to be able to know that you've done it right.
Granny dog.
Oh man. Here a gust of wind comes and lifts you. Take that pressure off the rope. It's going to come undone, for sure. So if you want to climb the big one again, you actually have to come in the water and swim to that one. That'll take you about 2 hours on that one. That's a 28, that's a 32. That's pretty hard, really. I've got no idea. The hardest rock in Australia is actually classed as a 32. So this one here, 28, just feeling exposure. It's a true testament to how strong the goal light is. At the end, check it out. It feels really good. Can actually bear weight on their flippers. They can rotate their galvans like we can, so they can walk like that. True seal that evolves a lot more. Their pelvis is huge. Actually humps along the ground like a caterpillar. They're restricted to beaches and ice floes. All ears seals,
picture.
Yeah, everyone wondering, when are you going to turn around? Like, I'm not going to turn around. What are you talking about? We're going to Fiji, aren't we?
Yeah, the ship is actually.
They were climbing.
Ship is. Next stop, you know where?
Oh, really?
There's a
Nice, jump on board.
tree on top.
They got good food, though?
I'm staying on board.
Good food on the boat?
Fantastic.
Oh, right, might get on.
Couple of them.
Yeah, they might bloody Ricky Martin toast for Ricky, I bet. Okay? 10 minutes left. You don't have to look at it, you don't need to buy it, really. You have to make it on the iceberg.
Is that the disembarkation point for the cruise trip around Tasmania? What a day! What another fantastic day on board the incredible Golden Princess. We had an extraordinary trip on a rubber ducky around Tasman Island and down the east coast. Absolutely extraordinary. Just 28 hours. It was fantastic. Look at the weather. They say that they only have about 10 days where they can go and do what they did with us today. It was just great. So back in Hobart and observe what's happening. We're actually on our way. Just like that. Carry out here, we can see things on them like nice. I think it's the famous expression, isn't it? Sticking out there. Not like the Port Arthur setup there. There's plenty on here too, there is. And so we get a better view if we go out here as well. It was an absolutely fantastic day. Far too short. I was nervous about it, to be quite honest, to start with. And once I got down to the group we were going with, I realised that there were plenty of geriatrics and unstable folk on their feet, so it couldn't be too bad. But most of them were very surprised when they saw the little boat we were going. And the outfits we had to wear to ensure we stayed dry, as it turned out we I've had some good days on this. Just fantastic. And so, our next stop, oh dear, will be Western Port on our way home. Bum. We have a sea day tomorrow. We're going to have lunch at the captain's table. That is another story, which I will relate even more. And then Western Port, I've been on and off again about Seal Rocks, but after today, it's got to be a piece of cake. We'll wait and see just what it's like. So it doesn't take long for us to pull out. Of course, we're going nose first now, which makes life much easier, so we'll just get out of the channel. I think I will probably go to the lake show tonight and just enjoy the trip down the east coast, down past Cape Pillar and Cape Rail and maybe Tasman, and then go and see the show. In any case, what a day this has been. This is Cape 5, I do believe. Blue skies again. And it's got a northwesterly wind today. Pretty smooth. Looking around the other side of the city, I think we're pretty close to this is just before the trivia. You'll note how many men there are there. It says again 90%
There we go. I
women.
think you've got it stuck in your heads.
I can see
Now
about
we're going to do
4
the
men and
actual
about
song that
400
comes
women.
with, the Cowboy Hustle song. It's a lot faster, so say the rhyme if you need to. Here we go. Have some fun with it.
Let's try and see if I can count the men. 1, 2, 3,
5,
4,
6, 7, 8. Step, tap, and 2, 3, 4. Heels, so, step, kick, back, tap, break 1, 2.
These aren't too bad. No idea what the weather's going to be tomorrow. Just bored me up ahead. Well, it's something like nice at the moment. Should be up. In the sky big cloud.
I said, because I know they have captains at different areas, like the maitre d's are captain of the restaurants and all. I said, I know the captain of the ship. So anyway, we had a good chat, and we said our farewells, and off he went, and I happened to be walking just behind him, heading in the same direction, and he bumped into his wife, and she said, oh, who was that? He says, I've no idea, he said he was the captain. What have I got to do? And the lady, I'm scanning the room looking for you, I know you're here. We were chatting at the door there, she said, oh, she said, you're the captain. I said, yeah, there you go, great. She said, you're the guy that makes all those announcements on the bridge. I said, I make a few, yeah. She said, you know what, she said, you sound a lot taller. True. Sound a lot taller. What do you mean? Yeah. What? I do sound taller. Oh, I've got to stop wearing my stilettos up there. Anyway, it doesn't matter, wherever you are, you've got nothing to worry about. The windows on the bridge, they go all the way down to the floor. So you're all right there. Let's see. Any £10 poms in? Couple in. Were you on the Canberra? You came over on the Canberra. That was nearly my first ship with this company. When it was P&O Princess Cruises back in the day, the good old Canberra. John Baranski, our staff captain, he was cadet on there. Wait, John? Commodore Cadet, we used to call him. Yeah, the old Canberra. Fun ship, wasn't it? But isn't it funny how we take certain things now for granted when we go cruising? Little things like ensuite facilities. Not in the Canberra, remember that? Yeah. But at least, down the hallway, you got it. But at least then, right, at least then, there was no sort of single occupancy supplement if you wanted to travel on your own. No, no, no. You just bought the berth, and we'd find you 3 complete strangers to share the cruise with. Yeah. True, absolutely true. The friendly fours, they were called, weren't they? Now, it's a very British ship, the old Canberra, very British. Just to make sure there's no shenanigans, you see. We had the ladies on the port side, the friendly fours and the ladies on the port side, down on E deck. Is that right? Were you within them, were you? No, different fella. He was, what? He was on the honeymoon with a different wife. Weren't you disappointed by that? Oh, you hadn't met then? That's okay. Things that go on cruises, eh? So the ladies be on the port side, right, the friendly fours, and the gentlemen be on the starboard side. And just to make sure there was no sneaking back and forth in the middle of the night, in the middle was the engine casing. Now, somebody said the showers and whatnot were down the corridor, weren't they? Yeah? Do you remember? Okay. Now, what was between the cabins and the showers? No. A big steel watertight door. Remember? Right? Oh, you were on A deck?
No, I wasn't on A deck.
Oh, I was going to say, that's a bit posh, you were on A deck. Good catch, sir, you've done well then. We were down on E deck, weren't we? Down on E deck there in the friendly fours. So what would happen, you see? You picture the scene. To see the ladies. You're getting ready for the cocktail parties. You have cocktail parties all the time on those ships. All the time. So you'd be getting ready there, doing your ablutions in the washroom. And then before we sailed, along came the watertight doorman. So named because his sole job was closing all the watertight doors. Right? So he'd come along, close the door. You'd then come out and doing your ablutions. Yeah? It was all girls together, so you had a little towel around you. Yeah? You had your loofah under your arm. And it was 80s, so you had some matey bubble bath and a soap on a rope. Whatever happened to soap on a rope, eh? What a great idea that was. Anyway. So there you are. You're coming back to your cabin with your loofah and your soap on a rope. And lo and behold, in front of you is a big steel door. Right. So, obviously we couldn't trap you. That'd be unsafe. There was an alternative route, right, which took you up and over the watertight door and you could get back to your cabin that way. Yeah? So what used to happen, the ladies would go up to the top of the stairs, and the top of the stairs was a door. Right? Guess what was on the other side of that door? Men. Worse than that, the ship's officers. We used to all sit in the Atlantic dining room, the port aft corner of the Atlantic dining room on that ship, right? So we were there having our dinner, 12 to 4, watch fair sitting, right? And we'd see that door crack open. And we knew exactly what was going on behind it, right? Then the door would shut. There'd be a wait. And we all knew what was going on. The lady's gone, this can't be the only option. So she's gone back down to double check, right? There she is, she's got little slippers on, got a loofah under her arm. What else you got, ladies and gentlemen? Soap on a rope. Right. So she goes down to check the door again. Cannot be opened, safety of the ship. There's only one option. So she stood behind this door again now. She's trying to make possibly the most important decision of her life. Should I go with speed or stealth? Surprisingly enough, always stealth, you noticed. Always stealth. So the door would open. Big eye would appear behind the door. Shower cap on. she'd step out into the dining room. Fantastic, no one's seen me. And she used to shimmy along, take quiet like this, stand. We were horrible. We'd wait till she got halfway, no man's land we used to call it, and then we'd shout, there she is! 400 people in the Atlantic dining room would now look at her. Plan A, stealth, abandoned. Plan B, speed. We reckoned we clocked one lady doing 80 mile an hour past the maitre d'. Oh, fantastic. The camera, eh? Hasn't Cruiser moved on a little bit. Anyway, little story for the camera. I love the camera. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Captain's Circle party, and it's
More
one of the...
decorum.
Eh?
More decorum, please.
More decorum. Who invited Mrs. May? Decorum! From Liverpool! Decorum. Anyway, one thing I must do is, seriously, thank you all for coming. Not just this evening, but of course, repeat cruising is what it's all about. It's so nice to see so many friendly faces, and I'm sure you had a nice time with us. Tell all your friends you're having great fun, and keep cruising with us. Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Captain. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to recognize our top 3 most traveled guests on board. We will start from our number 3 most traveled guest. They have completed 40 cruises, which is 925 days. All right, they're from Studfield, Victoria. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Carmen. Congratulations. And we'll move over to our second most traveled guest. She has completed 85 cruises, which is 900.
Well, this is coming into Western Port. The weather's not quite what they expected at all. It's supposed to be raining and flowing and carrying on like a 2-bottle. There is a bit of a storm over there, you can see. A little bit of rain. Not with any great consequence. The temperature's quite cool. I think it's about 15 or so. There's another little bit of a storm out there maybe. Still, it doesn't look as though it's going to be too disastrous a day, I can say. Coming into Western Port Bay, the seas are not bad at all. I would say that the cancellation of the seal trip was simply because there weren't enough people going on it. That suits me as I said earlier. We had a little bit of rain last night. You might be able to see a few spots on there. The temperature's only about 16 or 17. Blue skies up there. It's February the 18th. Hottest week as a general rule. Melbourne and so. Extraordinary week. The weather has been terrific for this trip though. It's been absolutely perfect. I should get off work today. There's no point in going into cows on a day like today. I'll enjoy myself. Over there is the Seal Rocks and the Nollies here. You see the Western Port. It's a little bit eerie over there. There's little stuff coming in, but I still suspect that the reason that was cancelled was mostly And of course there's the nobbies over there. Not a nice day, but chilly. I might continue with mid-February. As the occasional sea breaking on seal rocks over there. Down at the nobbies. Of course the plaza area. Quarter past 11 on the last day of the cruise, which is nice to say. It's been the trivia. And we're just going to have a little bit around and see what goes in the shops. There's nothing particularly exciting. Don't need anything anyways. The weather outside's fairly ordinary, which is what we expected today, but not as bad as originally. Certainly not a good idea to go down on the tender. I'm going to just enjoy myself here on the boat. This is the last afternoon. We're moored off Cows, which if you look carefully you can see in the distance. It's a long haul into Cows from here. We're just to the north of Phillip Island in the channel virtually between French Island and Phillip Island. Pretty boring video as you can see. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Give you an idea of roughly just how far off it is. So it takes about 35 minutes for each of the boats to get in. It hasn't warmed up, the sun is out. It's amazing, it's February, whatever it is, the 18th, is it? Tries to find out. Yes, February the 18th. Perfect weather. There you go, so the boat's going to bring people back. There's not many people on board, as you can see. Again, I won't be on that upper deck for very long. It freeze. Maybe one of the start. So, in any case, much later tonight, we'll head off down the channel and just about the corner to Woodford. Here, last time on this trip probably, going down to the Princess to see a show, which we hope will be fun. As you can see, not too many people out here, but that's the way it goes. Over there is Western Port, various other bits and pieces. They're a bit shaky there. last night in the Princess. I've been here most nights. Tonight is a magician, so it should be quite interesting to see. Greatly depressing. It's the last night we're in Cows. Here goes one of the tenders. I don't know, I must be going in for the final exercise. I don't know whether we can zoom in on it. It's not all that far away, but very cool. I've just put my bag out to be collected, and in a lousy 9 hours or so we'll be back in Melbourne. Oh God. This is truly depressing. This is truly depressing. Back in Melbourne. Not a bad day from the look of it. I just assume going up to Vanuatu or wherever, where the boat's going next. It's been a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I've had an absolute ball. And I don't want to get off the ship. Slept so well last night. I've slept every night brilliantly, which I never sleep at home. It has been a great, magnificent holiday. Thank you, Golden Princess. Well, there's Melbourne. Breakfast is over. We go down, grab my bags, and disembark in the next few minutes. This is the coldest day we've had on the trip. And it's about the 20th of February, which is normally our hottest time of the year. Wonderful trip, sensational trip.